Hey Pookie, so today I'm going to show you how I safely detangle my hair after my hairstyle. What I usually do is I will twist my hair, section my hair, twist in the mini twist, and then braid my hair afterwards, like with the twist in. So I've already removed the braids, the Detangle braids, and now it is time to detangle these twists so that I can wash it and just keep it in my transitioning style until it's time for me to do the next one, essentially. So after I've taken out my style, my hairstyle, the next thing that I do is that I create like a deep conditioning concoction to be able to help me to safely detangle my hair. Now I always have some sort of container to be able to do this in, and because this one is nearly finished, I thought why not use it. So this is what's left of this one, so I'm just going to mix this with my normal conditioner and a few other things before starting to detangle my hair. Take the conditioner of your choice. Either a conditioner that you already use for your hair or one that you want to get rid of that you don't really like. About how much I've put in there. Now I also add tea into my deep conditioners to make it more hydrating, to add that extra water for it. This is a mixture of thyme, sage and fennel seeds, I believe. Once I've added that, I let it cool and then add it to the mixture, and then I mix it. Obviously I'm using the back of my comb because I could not find the stick thingy that I usually use to mix it with, but mix it thoroughly so that everything is combined, and this should be the consistency that you are wanting for it. Something that still kind of holds together, but it's not too runny, but runny enough to be able to apply on your hair. Also, if you need to add extra water, always have a spray bottle handy to be able to spray it all over your hair. So once my mixture is ready, it is time to start sectioning my hair so I can focus on each section or applying the mixture on each section. I make sure to coat each strand, and by the time I get to the end of the last strand in that section, the first strand should be softened and ready to start detangling. I also make sure to target the roots where I'm pointing right now, where the gunk essentially has accumulated, to soften it and make sure that it has a lot of conditioner on it to soften it. Working it into each strand, massaging it in, just making sure everything is coated. So this part is really important, the direction at which you start to untangle each of the strands. I always start from the ends when I am unraveling the mini twist and work my way up right to the top. But when I am unraveling each section of the mini twist, which you will see in a minute, I start from the top down because the top is where it's already loose, so it makes it easier to be able to unravel that particular section of that single mini twist. Apologies for it being out of frame, but as you can see, it's a lot easier once I've applied and allowed the conditioner to soften my hair. It's a lot easier for me to detangle each of the strands. It is so important to take your time whenever you're detangling your hair, whether you are watching a movie, a sermon, or listening to a podcast whilst you're doing this. Whatever it takes, making sure that you have time as well to do it, whatever it takes to be able to actually do it properly, please do. I'm tying the sections I've done into a bantu knot here, but later I will be making one bigger twist out of it. And if my hair needs more conditioner mix to soften it more, then I add more, especially in those sections or in those parts where there's a lot of gunk that is kind of like tying up all my hairs together. So here, once I realize I can no longer safely remove the strands out of that gunk, I just cut it off because there's no need to keep it. Otherwise, I'll be tearing my hair and causing split ends and fairy knots. But here, I'm able to safely remove each of the hair strands out of the gunk. Once I've created bigger sections of twist like I have done here, I go back to each twist and further detangle any tiny bits that I may have. Detangle with a wide tooth comb, and that's it. I steam it for a while and wash.